okay?
Hey, Moss.
Hello.
How you doing?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations to you too. You know, you get to be chief for another 3 months.
Great.
Yep.
Already just seeing the crash out from Fred being mayor.
Yeah.
Already
It's
shit happening. But Peters and I were kind of laughing like, oh, well, we're not in the fire anymore. It's BCSO now.
Yep. My cabinet and I were also thinking that is like he's gonna take all the heat. So
Yeah.
that gives more room to cook.
Yeah, no, I think you know, Peters and I are already talking about just like how we want to see like the next 3 months go, and like, you know, with just you know, working on like more better training and just kind of like officer standards and everything, and like actually having the time to do it now. And I'm excited. I think we're getting a lot.
Oh, she doesn't
going
know.
to get a lot done.
Yeah.
You know,
have you spoken to Tilly?
No, she texted me. She said, something. I was confused. She said, "I hope you guys are great together."
Oh.
Is everything okay?
I noticed you weren't in the crowd.
Yeah, I had something.
Yeah.
At home, I couldn't be there for the actual nomination. Not nomination, but you know, the results.
Of course. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
what's going on?
Well, you know, maybe we could talk about it another time. You know what I mean? Not the end. You know, nothing too crazy.
Well, what do you mean? What did you want to talk about?
Well, you know, it's you know what? How about I'll bring it up at the shift meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, I can be there.
Okay. All right.
I can only be there for like half an hour though.
Okay,
so
that works.
All right. All right.
I'll
go to the meeting tomorrow.
All right, fantastic.
Okay.
I need Den reeled in.
What happened?
So, what hasn't happened? So maybe, you know, do you have time today or do you want to save this for tomorrow?
Nah, I mean, I got time right now.
Okay. For the next 3 months, part of my platform is accountability. And part of that means accountability in the sense that I don't think meetings goes anywhere, as we kind of saw. I think they consist of a lot of time. I would like, when things are happening in the districts, that somebody in the department is able to speak to the why. And I think Den needs to stop escalating. Otherwise, the group of lawyers that are being set up for the accountability are going to eat him alive.
Well, what's he been escalating? This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I thought Den's been doing well. Is that not?
No. I witnessed him in a traffic stop with his gun out, escalating with someone who just ran a traffic ticket.
When was this? Was this today?
No, it was like 3 days ago. And so, you know, me and Peters tried to, you know, talk to him like within reason, but I don't think he took it the right way. But I think my concerning bit was his unit. And I say it's his unit because I get it. Frost runs it.
TRT. No, it's his.
It's his.
It's his and like it's his during shift 1, you know.
It's his during the most important shift.
Yeah.
Is that I need someone like Den, whether he delegates it or otherwise, be able to explain to me and in turn the public why is violence happening in this location. And I don't mean something like, well, they're just gangbangers. I need something public facing. Otherwise, for me as the mayor, hearing they're just a gang is not it. Yeah.
People don't commit violent acts just, I mean, some people do, but
some do.
Like
Saints, for example.
For like the sake of violence, there's usually always a reason behind it. It's like reactionary, right? So why are they reacting this way?
Precisely. And it's the bare minimum of like I think expectation for what can otherwise be de-escalation, right? And I do think he's gotten better. I will say that. I think a large part of that is a consequence of when y'all did the split, right? I think that sent a either intentional or unintentional shockwave of like, wait, they're serious. You know what I mean? Hey, we can't just go down there and stir shit. Because I don't think it's just Den. It's like, the TRT boys. Actually,
I got on their ass about that. I was pissed.
That's good.
But no,
it gets worse, Daisy.
Oh.
So
great.
After I asked them what had happened, because there was a massive shootout in Cyprus remember the day right after that court case? There was a shootout down at Cyprus.
Which court case?
The one with the constitutional changes, like the stuff you proposed.
Okay. Yeah. But did you see that my proposal got approved?
I did. It was funny. They're like, we don't agree with you, but we're going to agree with you anyways.
No, they didn't say that. They didn't even say that.
No, I know, but that's pretty much their actions.
No, what Angel said was she didn't argue, because I was talking to Peters about it. She never actually argued against the legislation that I put forward. She just argued against me.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like, even the ruling by Hart was, well, first off, didn't go according to their own guideline or their own legislation, which said they have to agree whether or not the legislation is constitutional. It doesn't say anything about, well, you said we want to change this and we're going to word it our own way. That's kind of strange if you ask me, right? But yeah, at the end of it, they're like, well, we don't agree with either of your wordings, but they went with your wording anyways.
Yeah.
So unless maybe they meant like certain grammar, I don't know. I mean, you got what you fought for. So, but after that had taken place, Blaine County went to Cyprus.
I honestly just did that for the memes. I will say, so it's pretty funny that it actually got approved.
I think it's good because you still have 95s going up north.
Yeah, I think it protects both police departments ultimately, which I think is the most important part. But I did kind of just do it for the memes because they were contesting it, so I was like, I'm gonna fucking contest it too.
You call that a meme? I think you actually made the legislation more clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
there was always talk in the hallways of wherever something happens is where it is, and now it's in writing. I think that's actually amazing.
No, I think it's ultimately going to be better for both departments. I think it clears up a lot of potential bullshit that could happen, but I still want to say I did it for the memes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So after that whole case, that evening, BCSO, being unleashed, went down to Cyprus, and there was a massive shootout. And I don't know the why, but then after that, BCSO was all around something in Vespucci. And now I'm sure there's reason for it, right? I'm not suggesting it's malicious, but from my optics, it's kind of like, oh, damn, they're back down here. And now there's a shootout. And so I asked Den, what the hell's going on? Like, what happened there? I need to know, right? Like, is Cyprus
Mm-hmm.
kicking off again? And all he could give me was, I'll look into it. He never looked into it. And I asked him 4 or 5 times. And eventually it was just gang shit. And he didn't have the answer. So me and Peters tried to talk some sense into him about what I'm talking about now, which is like, I need a better, like, answer than that because people are going to ask me. And I may need to legislatively do something.
He's a sergeant, you know, like he's a sergeant and a cert lead. He needs to be able to articulate what he's doing and the reason why they're doing things.
Exactly. And what the pattern is, right? Because gangs tend to have, it's not about one incident. It's normally a pattern of it, right? They're experiencing something. It's usually not just that one thing. Now, ultimately, me and Peters jokingly mentioned, like, maybe we need Jeb and Peach to be the forward-facing people for this. And he crashed out, started saying that he wasn't the unit lead anymore. He tried to Sag Farm, but it got worse. He ended up calling his TRT guys and said to start rolling through Cyprus.
Why does everybody crash out and just immediately react to things? Like,
yeah,
I just had to talk like 3 people off the ledge, the, you know, metaphorical ledge, because just people are immediately crashing out about stuff. And I'm just like, stop being reactionary. Just see how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right. I will I'll sit down with Denzel. I'll write up some kind of expectations on things that
I will
he needs to
defund the
work on.
TRT if he doesn't fix it.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I will relay that to him.
If he needs to delegate, that's actually better for him, right?
He should be delegating. He's a sergeant and a cert lead. There are other people that can do this. He needs to be, it goes back to like the conversation we've had a million times, like the micro versus the macro, right? Like he needs to be looking at the bigger picture. And if he needs to delegate to somebody to be able to be that like PR person for him, that's fine. There are plenty of people that can do that, you know? There are plenty of people who enjoy doing that.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Let's then focus on what he's good at and what he enjoys, and let someone else be the figuring out what the pattern is and what the story is. And I doubt, I understand that the story is probably not gonna, I mean, look, we you know what I'm saying, right? It's
yeah.
So okay.
But I do understand what you're saying.
Okay.
All right. I will. I'll sit down with them. I'll tell him. You know. I'll talk to him about like, you know, how he's been going about things, and then I'll tell him how he needs to be going about it moving forward.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Absolutely. All right, Daisy. I appreciate you. If you need anything, feel free to give me a call.
Okay. I am probably just gonna be like in and out tonight. I got something in like a couple hours, so probably won't be around past that. But I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting.
Okay. Perfect. I'll see you then.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.